Alright, today we're playing with a pack that I did not make myself, which is something that doesn't happen too often. Now this one was sent to me privately by Not a Game Devlog. We were discussing a video that he was making, which I will link in the description. It was about ranking the best instant impact pets. Now generally when you're bringing a pet in for instant impact, the rest of your team is usually going to be fairly typical, and that pet is just providing a short-term tempo boost, maybe to try and preserve hearts early on, or potentially just get you over the line when you're on 9 wins. So this is a pack completely composed of these instant impact pets, as Not a Game Devlog saw fit. So I thought might as well try and record a run playing just these pets, because even though I am generally going for meme runs and customs all the time, I do have to take a lot of the standard scaling type units that you'd expect. So it's not that often that I play a pure tempo based pack, and I thought it would be a nice change of pace. So here we have one of the new units which I've kind of been avoiding taking for a while, and it is the Nudibranch. Now I have watched a lot of people play this pet, and everyone is pronouncing it Nudibranch, which is understandable because that's probably what you would expect looking at the spelling. Having watched some nature videos, it does seem to be that it is pronounced Branch. So yeah, we'll see if that catches on or not. But I have got it almost to level 3 here. We did start on turn 1 with 3 of these guys, and their ability actually doesn't go off unless the entire team has no duplicates in it. So you can see actually it gains 9-3 as a level 3, but that will only happen if we don't have any copies in our team. Which isn't necessarily going to be very difficult, because we're going to be looking for a variety of tempo pets that are going to help us get wins right now, and then hope not to end up going past turn 13, 14, where we'll have no chance against the scaled monstrosities. So yeah, pretty standard stuff here. I think we've got the new Patagonian Mara, which is incredibly good, especially in the early turns. Tigerbug has been a top tier tempo unit since Unicorn Pack came out. I'm not sure if it's actually been buffed or nerfed at all since Unicorn came out, but I feel like it's one of the most versatile units that you can just take in any pack, even if you're not playing jump. And here I think we are going to tie. Yep. Maybe a little bit unfortunate there. Generally when you're trying to tempo out, you don't want to be tying, you just want to win every single turn and reduce the size of the teams that you're going to have to face in the late game. In fact, hopefully we don't even get to the late game. So we end up finding 2 level ups here. I'm just going to save them for turn 9. We do face Geronuk, which is going to remove, I think it was Gingerbread that it removed, which isn't a big deal because it obviously goes off first. And we are going to win here. So take the 2 level ups, we get Winter Spirit or Rock Copper Penguin, and I actually get rid of the Nudibranch. I think that does make sense because I was pretty sure at this point I did not have the achievement for it, so there was no way it was going to stay all the way to the end. And it's also nice to be able to take a double if you want to, but we're going to take Crocodile and Winter Spirit. Now this is obviously recorded before the recent update. Winter Spirit has actually been buffed, so it now does 5. It now gives 5 mana to 2 units instead of 4 mana. Which I was a little bit surprised to see that because I feel like it's strong enough as it is. But hey, it's one of my favourite new units, so we'll take those buffs when we can get them. So yeah, we'll go for more Gingerbread. Gingerbread obviously a very, very strong option for maintaining tempo, because we just want these abilities operating at their highest possible efficiency for the least amount of investment. Now here we face a reasonably strong looking team, although the combination of Tigerbug and Frostwolf is pretty devastating when teams haven't had the chance to fully scale. So we take another victory there, and then we'll definitely grab Pancakes, one of the best tempo foods in the game, and then upgrade Cheese to Steak. I think at this stage of the game, normally you would be getting rid of the Mara, but because we just want to win a few more battles, I think it's better just keeping the leveled unit already instead of trying to find something else. And here's a perfect example of the benefit of the stake, where it instant knocks out the retriever. I think actually we denied them a chance to get the second round of trumpets from the other rock hopper there by sniping it. Now, I think one of the reasons I was compelled to play this pack was the fact that Not a Game Devlog told me that he was struggling to get a 10 win. So I had a few different games, a lot of them failed, but I think it took about 5 or 6 games to actually get a victory, and it wasn't this game, it was a different game which I elected not to upload. But again here, even though they get a really good spawn from the Orca there, it's another victory. So if we win the next 2, then it will be a turn 14 win, which is basically the ideal, because after that our team is really going to start to fall off, and we would have to try and sell the Mara and pivot something else in. It's a huge scaling team. They've got Caladrius with no mana to speak of, which is kind of depressing, but it looks like we are actually going to lose. So yeah, now we're in the danger zone where we're going to have to go to turn 15 if we want to win. Another pancakes. Looks like we're not going to find a crocodile in time, so we'll just replace the gingerbread. Of course, the later we go, the more likely our team is just to get demolished by snipes. Even just one leopard could make a real mess of our squad. Now here we ended up facing, I think that was Parrot with Coconut there. And again, the stake is incredibly clutch, knocking out a huge unit in one hit. So I think we're just going to swap to pancakes on everything. Okay, maybe I'm going to keep the level 3 Frostwolf instead. Okay, we might as well just take the Mara since nothing better was offered. And look at this, it's Metabrusque with banana spam. I'm not sure exactly what was going on here, but it was very pleasing to draw this particular matchup and to get the victory with the pack composed of instant impact pets only.